Hello and welcome to Wes-Del Basketball. I'm Coach McLaughlin here alongside a varsity basketball player, Zach Todd, and we are here tonight. It's been a while, but we're back with some varsity girls basketball action here from Wes-Del from Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium. We're about to tip off tonight's matchup between the Wes-Del Warriors and the Indianapolis School of the Deaf. We were just talking with Zach here a second ago. I didn't know what their mascot was, and we figured out it's the Orioles. So not Baltimore Orioles, but along the same lines here. So we're here just about a minute away from the national anthem. We'll go quiet here while the national anthem's coming on. We'll come back and talk just a second about tonight's matchup and what we can look forward to and what's been going on in Wes-Del girls basketball in just a second. So we're excited to be back. Zach, excited to be back?
Yep.
Good. So we'll get the national anthem here, and then we'll be right back with you live for some varsity girls basketball action.
Lady Warriors, at this time, please rise and join us in honoring our country to play our national anthem. Starting tonight for the Orioles, a 5'4" junior guard, number 10, Sienna Baird. A 5'6" senior guard, number 21, Caitlin Daniels. A 5'6" sophomore forward, number 23, Sophia Washler. A 5'9" senior forward, number 24, Xanabel Hogland. And a 5'6" sophomore guard, number 33, Olivia Washer. The head coach of the Orioles is Amanda Hauser. Here are your Wes-Del Lady Warriors. The Western Coast, number 10, Reagan Luther.
So we're back here at Wes-Del, Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, ready to start this matchup. Zach, you got any keys coming off of a long layoff, like we have tonight, and maybe playing after you haven't, played for a little while?
Yeah, I just think that you have to play as hard as you can. I think there might be some shorter breaks in here since they haven't played in a while, but I think that they have to keep playing hard and play their game. It definitely has been a while since they played, but I think that if they play to their potential, they'll pick up right where they left off.
So here we go. We're right after. There's a tip, and it's off to Gracie, and she's going to move the ball around to see what the Orioles come out in. And it looks like they're almost in a 1-2-2 kind of look. Trying to put a little bit of pressure over to Marcy for a three, and she knocks it down. That's a great way to start. Assist by Grace Gilland. So, like say, foot on the line, so I'm sorry about that. It looks like it was a 2. I didn't see that call. But there's a little inside-out game. The drive, up, and score.
That was a good finish through traffic.
That was a nice finish right around traffic. That's Sophia Washer for the Orioles. Here's a drive by Gracie. Another one. She's going to give it another one to Marcy. Marcy's long on this one. It's off, and it's a loose ball, and nice rebound there on the floor and hustle after the ball by Josie Pippin. She's able to get out of the paint inside, and we got a push. It's going to be out of bounds. Zanabelle Hogland is the person called for the foul, and she's looking like, what did I do? And I'm almost agreeing with her. That wasn't much of a foul. Some of the games we've been playing in recently have been pretty physical, and we've seen some girls' games that have been pretty physical this year.
Yeah.
The three is off the mark by Grace Gilland, hits the support wire, and so it'll be out of bounds to the Orioles. Wes-Del brings it going man-to-man to start with this game, so give them some. They've been known to give some different looks defensively. The pass inside is off the mark and picked up. Stolen by Grace Gillen, and she's going to bring it in transition. Pressure up top. Inside, Kylie, she had the drop step if she'd have looked at the baseline. It's black ball here. Had to figure out which way they were going to point there, and they got it figured out. Like the school colors for Indiana School of Deaf is black and orange. I always wanted to coach at an orange school. I've been at 8 schools and none of them were orange. I don't know why. I just thought it would be a cool color scheme.
Yeah.
That black and orange looks pretty cool together. So
yeah.
Tipped away, stolen, and then tipped away again. Grace comes up with it this time. Push in transition. Pull-up jumper is long. Rebounded, though, by Marcy. Taken away.
I wonder if they got their mascot from their team colors or their team colors from their mascot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Who knows? Two to two here and start the game early. A little high-low action. Three is on the way and good. That one definitely was a three. She was a step behind the line.
Yeah, step and a half at least.
5-2. Wes-Del with an early lead. Now Wes-Del goes to more of a 1-2-2 look. Nice drive. You can't get split on that. Ball goes deflected off of Kylie Antrim, and then she picks it up for the rebound. Coach Giesman's calling out a set he wants. Goes outside to Jackie, and she moved her pivot foot real quick before she was able to get the ball down. I think she knew where she wanted to go with it and just couldn't get it there quick enough. Here is the attack by the Orioles, and it is a 1-2-2 look again for Wes-Del. They've got to do a better job of not getting split this time. Deflected off by Grace Gillen, cleaned up and picked up by the Orioles, but it is going to be called on the floor before the shot, so it's going to be out of bounds underneath. It is obviously a little bit different tonight watching, them. And the School of Deaf is calling plays out with sign language, which is really kind of cool to watch them communicate and how they communicate. And the one thing I notice is everyone's looking at the coaches, which I don't always get when I look at and I'm calling things out. I don't notice every time everyone looking at me. So it's kind of neat to know that everybody's looking over there at the coach.
Yeah. Half our team probably wouldn't even know the play even if they did look at you.
That might be true. Yeah, that might be true. Out of bounds underneath. Looks like Wes-Del's going to go switching man. Pass over the outside. A nice post up inside. And I'd say number 22 without having the stats right here in front of us that Washer is probably their go-to because she's gets the ball in her hands quite a bit. Now she's working the top of the 1-3-1 now. There's a 3 from Marcy's long. Cleaned up. Nice pass. Blocked, though. Kylie gets a rebound. Nice pass to Jackie. Blocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with Wes-Del. There's a shot up and good by Grace Gillen. She's knocked down 2 threes now. They push it hard in transition.
Good defense.
Deflected away by Kylie. She's out in front. Decided to use that left hand and does and scores it. It's going to stay here, deflected out of bounds. Good activity and good defense by Wes-Del to get the ball and deflected out of bounds. Be underneath. There's the inside, the outplay that everybody in the state runs, just able to get it back to.
I swear everybody runs it except for us.
Except for us. I probably should because it seems like it works more times than it doesn't. Yeah. There's a kick back outside. 3 on the way and long. Rebounded, though. Nice rebounding in and out. And number 22, Washer, cleans it up and scores it.
Yeah, that's not going to work a lot of times when you give them 3-4 shots. We got to get the first rebound.
Extended this 1-3-1 now, even a little more, trying to put a little bit of pressure. Wanted to carry there. He's telling her to stay on top of it. So a couple subs in. Josie and Jackie will get a quick break. Raven Lazatter makes her first appearance along with Alyssa Stone. Oh, there's a blocked shot, but saved by Gracie. Long by Alyssa. Rebounded, and Gracie will try again. Off again. Kylie picks it up this time and kicks it out. Marcy was open underneath, couldn't get it there soon enough, and by the time Gracie saw her and got that pass off, she didn't have a very good angle. Marcy needed to slide over. She was open though at the beginning of that. Needs to slide over and give her somewhere to throw that. It's a tough angle from the top. So here comes the Orioles, and they're bringing the ball up against the 1-2-2. The drive, that baseline has been open. Steal, saved off Raven's head. And she was able to pick it up.
That was a good play.
She's smiling about it. There's a 3 along the way. Oh, that's off the mark and picked up. Must be sisters out there. That's Olivia Washer with the.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're twins because they're the same age and they look a lot awful like.
Yeah.
Sophomores. Here comes Grace. With 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Wes-Del with a 10-4 lead. Inside to Raven. Raven over to Marcy. Marcy drives. Gets a shot up, and that's going to be 2 shots. Foul on Indiana. So Marcy's going to have 2 shots. First one is just off the mark. Marcy's shooting looks like about 67% from the free throw line. I always want my players to be around 70 or higher, so she's right at that mark. She's gotten herself to the line looks like around 18 times this year. So be able to hit 1 of 2. Here comes a substitution in. Andrea Stoughton will come in. Marcy will get a quick break. 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. A little bit earlier start for those of you out there that varsity only tonight. There's a steal by Kylie. Nice job of stepping in front of the post.
Yeah.
Up over the top
Good
to Raven. She's up and good off the backboard.
Looks like both teams are trying to push it into transition and not let defenses get set.
Yeah, that's true. They do both want to push. It's almost like a controlled break, though.
Yeah.
It's almost like a controlled break. They want to push, but push under control. Minute 21 to go. The clock is not running, but still not running.
Josh, start the clock. Josh.
And thank you for the help. Zach's doing he's doing everything up here, guys. That was a long possession because only 2 seconds went off the clock. There's a nice pass inside off the transition. It's kind of what we talked about, a controlled break. They did make a nice bounce pass and get a score there. That's Zanabelle Hogland with the score. And she's a senior.
The controlled push made the defense come up and stop the ball, and then it was an easy drop pass for a layup right there.
Times when people think about fast break, they think about you have to be running as hard as you can and pushing as hard as you can, and that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes it's a fast break is just getting down and trying to beat them in transition, but getting the ball where you want it to go before defense has a chance to set up, and that's what happened on that play. Ball moved around the top. The shot up and just long. Good looking shot though, and played, and it's going to be a play on. Here comes Andrea Stoughton up the left side over to Raven, and then she is able to get the assist and the bucket for Raven Lazatter. Nice pass. 30 seconds to go here. Wes-Del love to get a stop here. A little bit of a trap. There's a shot up and in. And here they come back in transition. With 15 seconds to go, I'm sure that coach would like to hold it for the last shot, and she's actually instead we're going to get a double dribble. So the Orioles are going to get the ball on the side. With 13.1 seconds to go. Fake back outside, 6 seconds. And the clock runs out. 15-8 after the first quarter. We'll take a short break and be right back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. So here we are back to start the second quarter, and it's a Wes-Del 15-8 lead over the Indiana School of the Deaf Orioles. Love watching their coaches coach. One of the things I go in, even if it's a different sport, sometimes I'll go watch a volleyball coach or I'll go sit and watch football practice. And, obviously I mentioned this is my first opportunity to see the School of the Deaf play. Watching Coach be very animated in that timeout was interesting to watch her coach and get her point across, and girls were all right there very attentive. So, love watching coaches coach.
Yeah.
No matter how it is. There's a nice pass inside. That's inside out. And a bucket for Washer. She's off to a good start here tonight. And that cuts the lead to 5. Now it looks like they're going to trap a little bit out of this 1-3-1. They've got Jackie in trouble. And that's going to be a jump ball tie-up.
I think that's a good plan, though, for Indiana there. I think definitely the best player is number 22. So if you put her down there at the bottom, you get good ball movement. Defense will break down, and then you have a bounce pass to a score right there like they just did.
Am I wrong, or didn't we just get the ball out of the timeout? Out of the quarter break. I don't know how we kept that one there, but nevertheless, here we go. We'll play on. Marcy gets a 3. She's got a foot on the line. Rebound. Like, we'll say pass to Jackie. I wonder Marcy's going to fight for that assist. She's going to want that assist in the break when they're watching those film breakdown. There's a trap inside, and you got to get that lower trap just a little bit better. It's going to be a foul.
Orioles
17-10. They're staying in a 1-3-1 here, and it's outside in. Nice job of reading that on the backside. They're dropping their middle girl in the 1-3-1. There's push in transition again. And up, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Gracie. She's going to get ahead of the pack, and she's going to push in transition. Up the left side. She's up and good. Somehow that rolled in. I always yell at you guys by hitting the bottom of the square, and it won't have a chance to go in, but somehow that one hit the bottom of the square and went in. Just right in the amount of spin, I guess. There's a steal by Marcy. Tipped over to Gracie, and she's going to push again in transition. Up, and she's going to be fouled. Gracie's really pushing the issue right now. I think that she feels like she can beat them down in transition, and she's doing a nice job of it.
Yeah.
What do we have Gracie shooting this year from the free throw?
70.
She's right at that 70% mark. Just helped herself by hitting the first one. She shot quite a few.
Yeah, that was her 54th of the year.
So now she's going to be above 70% by knocking down 2 of them. As a team, it looks like they're around 54%, which is a little lower than you want to be, but Gracie's doing her part by hitting above 70%. And there's going to be a foul on Josie underneath, so the Orioles will go to the line here for 2 shots. Called that foul on Marcy first, but official just changed it. And switched it over to Josie. Not sure what that number foul is on her. First one was missed. Second one is up, and it is short also, but rebounded by the Orioles and right underneath the basket. Nice pass. Wow, nice pass.
Good pass, yeah.
The assist there. Caitlin Daniels, you helped me on that one because I have the wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
There's a long pass saved by Jackie, thrown inside. Sophia Washer with the foul, and that picks up her second. I know they don't want her to pick up anymore. So let me see if they make any adjustments. They have her at the top of the press too. So she'll have to try to watch herself. Ravens up, misses. Long gets her own rebound, out to Gracie for 3. Rebounded by Kylie. Loose ball scrambled, picked up, and now it's going to be pushed in transition. Stolen back by, you don't want to foul that far away. There's a timeout called by Coach Giesman. He wants to play fast, but I'm not sure he wants to play that fast. So he didn't like what he was seeing. He's going to call a quick timeout, which he's been known to do over the course of the season. Who we got working the cameras tonight there?
We got Nate Blaylock and Evan Weitzel.
Them working our cameras there. As always, executive producers here.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Romine is running the show for us. Looks like those cameramen are working really hard over there. Working that. You could only see what we could see. There he is. There he is. There's where you're getting your great shots from tonight, folks.
Yeah.
It's coming from that You can't miss him over there in that neon. Evan's back here hiding behind us. A couple things coming up, and we can mention we have a varsity boys game tomorrow, JV varsity. Tomorrow, right? 6 o'clock? Okay,
Yeah.
I better be there. 6
I
p.m.
hope you know what time it was.
6 p.m. tomorrow night. Tri-Central will be coming to town. Be a nice matchup, good game, good team, good player. Chapman kid is a good player, so we'll hopefully have a good crowd here to cheer us on. If you can't be here, we'll be running the show again. Mr. Romine will have Mr. Sims and Mr. Hanson here announcing the game. They're doing a great job like they always do. But if you can, come out and root us on, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. There's a drive by Grayson, dump down. That's a nice pass, just off the mark, though, from Raven.
After that, both teams will go into County Week.
That's true.
That would be a good
That'll give us
week.
something else to talk about here in a few minutes. We have the county, and we'll talk about both teams' draws and what we can expect maybe to see in the county and what kind of how the county looks so far this year. So. Couple substitutions, and then here we go. It'll be Kylie Antrim all the way at the top of this extended 1-2, almost a diamond in one look right here. Trying to make it a little bit different, give a different look.
That's one thing they do really well too, is they mix up defenses all the time, and it throws teams off.
Yes, they do. There's a shot up, no good, and they're going to call a late foul. Very late foul. But once he's called it, he isn't going to change it. So there's a late foul call, and that's going to be called that on Grace Gillen. But I don't know if he's called that. He didn't call it shooting, so he must have called it on the loose ball, which I guess I can understand a little bit more. He would have called it on the shot. That would have been an awful late call.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes our play, Zach, I think. I think we might see something we've seen before here. Well, but stolen away by Lauren Cox. Instead, we were about to see it.
Yeah, we were.
There's going to be a foul up top. About halfway through this second quarter, Warriors are ahead 21-12. Grace with the shot. Up, rebound, and put back by Raven Lazatter with the bucket, and the rebound and bucket. It was stolen away by Kylie. Lauren Cox will bring it up. Tipped away, but stays with Wes-Del. Inside the Raven. She kicks it out to
good movement.
Lauren Cox, and it's just off the mark. And here comes the Orioles in transition. They're moving the ball around. Wide open on the backside. Stolen away and tipped away for Grace. Up ahead.
Oh.
Just off the mark. She wasn't able to handle it. Nice pass.
Yeah.
Just slipped out of the top of Andrea's hands. So Kylie Antrim's going out to get a quick break. She'll get a drink, and Rachel McLaughlin will come in. 3:46 to go. Looks like Wes-Del's going to go some man-to-man here. The drive, nice pass inside. And the bucket is good. And that's Washer again with another bucket. I wanted to yell for her travel there, but I don't know that she did. I think it was just those two big steps.
Yeah.
Nice pass, but Gracie over to Andrea, and Andrea was able to knock down the bucket. Gracie's probably got to have 4 or 5 assists already, and probably could have had some more if we would have scored on a couple of the nice passes she's made. 3:08 to go, 25-14, Wes-Del lead. Pass over to Andrea and off her hand.
Use 2 hands to catch the ball.
There we go, some movement. Some movement up top from Wes-Del. Looks like they switched it back up again. It's like you said, it's a 1-3-1 look this time, and Raven reads the steal, and she's going to take it all the way and finish it off and get the 2 points herself. The steal in the bucket. So the switching up the defenses is bothered. Gracie's going to get a cheap one up top.
Yeah.
That's one of those where you're at the top of the point. Any kind of defense that you're at the top, you got to be careful because you're out there with everybody watching. Those are, sometimes you get a game like this, it's called really tight. You get a cheap one. Pass inside, nice play.
Oh,
a little bit. Seen something like that before, but I like that. Come across, flash, and then the inbounder makes a hard cut to the basket. Hayden Smith's going to come in. They have a timeout. Indiana School of Deaf's going to call a quick timeout. Looks like I think it's a 30-second timeout. If it is, we'll stay here. Yeah, so a couple of things we have going on. We have again, like we said, we have the varsity basketball game tomorrow here. 6 o'clock JV start, varsity right after that. And one of the things we haven't talked about is we have a player on our team going for a huge milestone, Wes-Del milestone that doesn't happen very often.
Yep.
Yeah, Evan Weitzel has got an opportunity to be a 1,000-point scorer, and I know you and Evan have been teammates for a long time.
Yeah.
We've grown up together and watched you grown up together and played together. And, you know, one of the things people may not realize is that I think we've only had 5 1,000-point scorers in Wes-Del's history, so it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, you as a guy that knows, you have to first of all basically play a lot or play some minutes as a freshman.
Yeah.
Which you got the opportunity to do, and we might have had a chance to have 2,000-point scores this year had you not gotten hurt that freshman year. But but that's one of the keys is it's hard to stay healthy, and some of that is just luck. Some of it's just luck that goes with it, but a lot of it is a lot of it's hard work, and so we're proud to know that Evan and he loves to pass that on to his teammates too. But it's 23 points away for him to get to that 1,000-point mark.
Like you said, we played together for a long time, so I'm kind of hoping the opportunity comes to where I can assist on it.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome. Then you could tell him about it all the time. You wouldn't have got that 1,000-point
without me
for my pass. No, he's great about that. And that's probably going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah.
Call that illegal screen, which was probably the right call. You got to get a little bit more set. Depends on how the game's called, but tonight they definitely need to be set. Now they're against the 1-3-1. Going to go inside out, move it. Nice ball movement. A little lob pass over to Gracie, and she puts it up, and it's just long. Tipped around and pulled out by the Orioles up ahead in transition. Gracie did a great job of hustling back.
A lot of that steal by Gracie right there was a good read. She saw the person in front of her. She looked at the eyes of the point guard and saw that she was about to throw it. She kicked in another gear and got the steal.
Unfortunately, that's just a tie up there with Washer, and she's going to have to sit because that's her third foul now. With a minute 42, coaches probably really keeping their fingers crossed they could make it through that half without getting her in foul trouble because she's obviously a big key to what they do.
Yeah.
So she'll have to sit probably the rest of the half here. Gracie knocks down the first one, helping that percentage. She's 3 for 3 tonight so far. She's going to get another one. She knocks it down. 1:42 to go here in the first half. Wes-Del stays in there. 1-2-2. This time they're a little more packed in. They've got it packed in to the free throw line. Trying to take away the high post and some of that post feeding that they've been giving up. Gracie got a deflection, tried to get a steal, and just couldn't get her hand on it the second time before she landed into her teammates and coaches on the bench there. It's a minute 21 to go. It was a nice drive.
Yeah, good drive.
Aiden Smith, I think, is going to get called for the foul. One of the things you can't allow to happen against a zone is the ball to get to the high post, and once that happens, you're in trouble. And
Wes-Del
24 is Annabelle Hogland. Got the ball at the high post and knew what to do with it when she got it. She was very aggressive and drove it. So she's going to go to the line for 2. First one's up and just off the back of the rim. She'll get a second one with a minute 17 to go here in the first half. Bad pass by the official. I've said before that sometimes I wonder how many of these guys actually played basketball, but that's for another story.
Oh, yeah.
That pass wasn't going to help his case any.
No.
And if I was guessing, I would have guessed him out of the 3 we have tonight.
Yeah. Definitely so.
Pass inside out, off the back rim, and Aiden Smith's going to get called for a foul. And that's going to go to the other end for a 1-and-1. It's a 1-and-1 down at the other end, and it's one of those. I'm sure it was a bad foul as much as it was just kind of a awkward shot that came off the rim hard. A 1-0-1. This first half slowed down. This second quarter, these last 3 minutes have slowed down quite a bit. A lot more whistles.
Mm-hmm.
And the first free throw is up and good. Better pass this time.
He won't make that mistake again.
No. Learn from your mistakes. Second free throw's up, and it is off the mark, rebounded by Raven. Gracie's going to bring it up with under a minute to go in the first half. They're in a 2-3 zone now. We could, really wanted to, you could get the last shot. Going high-low action. We got Raven working the high post, Aiden Smith working the bottom. She's working corner to corner. She's going to pull it out. Looks like maybe you can work for the last shot. 30 seconds to go. Make good passes. You just want to take care of the ball. Inside. Again, you don't really need that yet at this point. You might as well hold it and get the last shot. And there's a shot, and that's the one they wanted. And it's off the mark. Now with 11 seconds to go, they're going to get one shot. And that's deflected. 3.2 seconds. Let's see if they run that same play where they throw it to the post and then cut off of it. I'm guessing they probably will. Wes-Del did a better job of taking that away. Right back to her. Shots up and long, and that'll end the first half with Wes-Del a 29-15 lead here at halftime. Both teams will go to the locker room, talk about what kind of changes they want to make, and we'll take a short break, and we'll come back with you and talk about some of the things we think they may have talked about in that locker room. Here we are back to start the second half of this game with the Warriors with a 29-15 lead. What are a couple of things you think both teams might have been talking about in that halftime?
I think for Wes-Del especially, he's definitely preaching to him to keep doing the same that they're doing. I think in the second half you'll see him mix up defenses even more because it definitely messed with them in the first half. And then on offense, I think they just have to keep pushing the ball, but especially running their offense because their offense has got them really good shots this game. So if they keep doing that, they'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, I'd agree. And there's a tip and a steal, and now stolen right back, and then stolen away again. There's three changes of possession there. Gracie takes it up and misses, but she's fouled on the way. Fouled by number 33, Olivia Washer.
I think for the Orioles, I think they talked about playing the way that they want to play. I feel like sometimes our defense is especially when we switch them a lot, it speeds up teams, makes them shoot bad shots, quick shots that they don't want to shoot. I think she's holding them in the locker room in there that they just need to slow it down, run their offense, and play the game.
And we'll see if both teams are able to do those two things. Gracie hits her sixth free throw. I think she's 6 for 6 so far tonight. Here comes a little extended pressure. It's a diamond and one, three-quarter court. Over to Washer. She's up and just off the back mark. Marcy comes down with a nice rebound. Here they come in transition. 2-3 zone action now. Inside out.
Good pass.
Stolen, good save, and then back to Marcy for a three. Is long, off the mark, but up and just long by Grace Gillen. And now here comes.
Good find.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. Number 10, Sienna Baird with the pass there.
For us, that can't happen right there. We've got to get back on defense.
Yeah, you don't want to give up cheap points in transition anytime, but especially when it really wasn't that big of a fast break.
Yeah.
It was just good heads-up pass. But to Washer's credit, she ran the floor really hard and really well. So they made one adjustment here, and they've taken 22. Sophia Washer off the top of the. Oh, there's a nice take, and they're going to count that bucket. And I don't know what else Kylie could have done but to take a charge. That's a great take. She did a nice aggressive drive, but Kylie was set and took the charge. It was a nice job by her, and she looks a little frustrated, and she should be. Did a nice job of taking that charge. You want to be rewarded whenever you take the charge. Mm-hmm. Bucket's good, though, and she'll get one free throw, and it is up and long, and a loose ball picked up by Jackie Knott.
I don't know if we missed it or something, but when the ref came up here and called the foul, he said on the arm, so I don't know if he forgot his call or.
I think he just was bailing himself out on a bad call, but that's my own personal opinion. There's Marcy with the ball up top. Jackie sets up the offense over to Marcy. Gracie's going to get it. Going to try to get an overload on one side, looks like.
I just got a notification on my phone that our 7th grade boys are playing at Delaware right now, and they rallied back to defeat Delville 33-32 in overtime.
Well, congratulations to the 7th graders and to Coach Devin Richards on a nice win. That's a good win for them on the road on a Friday night. They got some varsity action down there. Oh, Friday night middle school action. Yeah. Timeout on the floor while one of the Orioles ties her shoe. Like the orange shoes there, kind of match the uniform.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes are those? Should I know?
I honestly don't know.
Don't know. I mean, they look like some kind of Nikes. I just didn't know. Maybe I just didn't know who it was. There's a pick and roll, nice pass, and up with the left hand.
I believe they're Adidas.
Okay, so I'm
not
wrong.
Sure.
Sophia Washer with a nice left hand. She's only a sophomore, folks. She's going to be a nice player.
Mm-hmm.
Nice player now, but she's really going to be a nice player if she works on her game.
Yeah.
Trying to get the play underneath, which I heard Coach call out Bird. I've heard that play, seen that play before. We just weren't able to get the ball to the runner here.
Yep.
And there's a spot where you hardly ever see the ball given on the baseline. There's a split, nice jump stop, and a foul. And Grace going to go to the line for 2 shots. 33. Olivia Washer now. She picked up her third, so both of the Washer girls have 3 fouls. First shot is up, and that's her first miss, so she's 6 for 7 tonight from the line.
For a second there, I thought she was going to get the roll back in.
I did too. Second one is up and good. She did get the roll that time. Here comes a 1-2-2 look. Drive up, shots up, long. And that's going to be a foul over the back. And with 5:12 to go, these guys, I think, are being paid by the whistle.
Yeah, seems like it.
50 cents a whistle, I think. I don't know. I guess they've been consistent. They've been calling it close all game.
Yeah.
Pass out to Jackie for 3. It's on the way, and she knocks it down. Inside out action there. Kylie Antrim with the assist. Nice 3-point shot there by Jackie Knott. There's a deflection by Kylie Antrim. Here's a side out play. Oh, and that's a push from behind. I don't know who they're going to call that on. They called that on Grace Gillen. That's going to be her third. So with 4:51 to go, several fouls mounting up for both teams. And there's a nice steal by Marcy Bunch. She's going to go all the way. She loses it. Marcy misses it. Up again, misses again.
Stat padding. She's just trying to stat pad.
I think so. She's working on her offensive rebounds, and she's laughing about it. She didn't get a great catch on when she jump stopped and wanted to power it up and just didn't, but she's going to get a chance to redeem herself at the free throw line here. Here's the first shot. It's up and good. Not sure exactly what we're shooting from the free throw line tonight, but it has to be pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Second one is up, and it is off the mark and rebounded.
Has it just been, am I mistaken, or has it just been Marcy and Gracie that have shot our free throws?
You might be right with that.
So I think Gracie's 7 for 8. Marcy she went one for 2 right there, right?
Right.
So she'd be 2 for 4. So I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, overall, we'll definitely
9
take
out of
that.
12.
Yeah, we'll take that. Most coaches will take that. 4:35 to go. I have to go down and remind these refs there's a game tomorrow if they keep calling this me. Fouls. So able to knock down 1 or 2. It's 36-22. Saw a couple of ex-Warriors we'll talk about here in a second.
75%.
75%. All right, so far so good. Shot up, Marcy from 3, and she knocks it down.
Did the old
Andrea
turnaround
Stoughton, yeah.
to the bench.
Telling her the bench was happy for her, and there's another 3 on the way, and it's rebounded by Andrea up the left side, up over the top to Raven. Nice catch and bucket, and it's good. Good catch. The catch was probably as impressive as the finish right there because that was a tough catch in transition.
Coach Cole will be talking to her next week.
Yeah. And they have several girls on Indiana School of Deaf with 3 fouls right now. Second free throw is up, missed. The Jackie Knott, smallest player on the floor, comes up with the rebound. Deflected over inside. Up by Raven and off the mark and rebounded. And here come the Orioles in transition. They're pushing, trying to press the issue a little bit offensively. Now they'll pull it out and set up their offense. There's a deflected, and it's off of Black. It will be Wes-Del ball. Wes-Del with a nice lead, 19-point lead, trying to hold on to that. Heading into the fourth quarter with 3:37 to go. screen on the outside. Stoughton over to Stoughton. Kylie to Jackie for a 3, and she's able to hit it.
That was really good movement into out there, right?
Yes, it was. Nice inside out. Flexion inside. And now Wes-Del's trapping everything. Back outside. Shot is up. And there's a hurt player on the floor for Indiana School of the Deaf. There's a hurt player.
That's one of the Washer girls, number 33.
Is that 33? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Olivia Washer. So they'll tend to her. She gets knocked down, and they'll allow everybody to go to their benches for just a second. Gives us a chance to talk about a few things here. County tournament's coming up next week. Girls and boys both got very lucky on the draws and got buys. So the girls, I believe, won't play till Thursday.
Yeah,
they play Thursday night,
Yeah,
and
the
they will
second
play
game.
the second game winner of, you know that?
Yorktown and Cowan.
I think so, yes. Yorktown and Cowan.
Okay.
And then the boys, we also got the bye on the draw. So we play on Friday night, first game, 6 o'clock game on Friday night, and we'll play the winner of.
Delville and Delta.
Right, I was going to let you fill that in for us.
I was about to say.
Yeah, Delville and Delta. So both teams getting lucky draws and getting the buys, and I think the girls still play at Yorktown, if I'm not mistaken. They'll be at Yorktown on Thursday, and then the boys.
The first rounds are at Yorktown, and then both championships are at Delta on Saturday.
And if you're thinking, boy, I didn't quite remember that, that's okay, because it's been a couple of years since we were able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be kind of fun to get back and get the county tournament the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah. On
a neutral court while
we're
playing at Delta. Sometimes I always laugh at neutral courts.
Last year we played at Wapahani, didn't we?
Yeah, last year you just went to the heights, the sites, and played there. There's a steal by Raven Lazatter off to Lauren Cox. And Lauren is going to set up the offense. Oh, she tries to make a pass over to Andrea Stoughton. She picks it up. Coach called a quick timeout while we still had possession of the ball. So with 2:44, Coach Giesman's going to take a quick timeout. Yes, so the tournament will be next week, county tournament week. So always a neat week. You get a chance, if you get the bye like we did, to go over and watch the games before on Wednesday night. Used to be Tuesday night for all these old timers, but now they've moved that about 3 or 4 years ago. They moved it to Wednesday night to try to even the playing field a little bit. So Wednesday nights for the boys' first round. And, of course, we got the bye, so we won't play till Friday. And then the girls they got the bye. And I think their first round game was Tuesday night. And used to be on Mondays, and that's why the switch, because they pushed everything back. And it really wasn't fair to have girls playing on Monday. That's a terrible night to play your first game. So girls will play on Tuesday, boys will play on Wednesday. And both of us will be watching. And there's a pass off, and that's going to be an over and back. He's trying to get the other team to touch it, I believe, but didn't happen. It's going to be underneath for Indiana School of the Deaf. We'll take it out underneath, and they're going to run a set play out of bounds. Oh, it looks like a little set play we run like that. And that bucket is up and good. Like number 3 for us.
Just the play.
Hopefully nobody's out there scouting us on this girls' game. Oh, there's a steal.
Good hands.
Good hands up and finishes 2 buckets in a row. And coach calls timeout after 2 buckets in a row there. So Indiana School of Deaf is going to take a quick timeout. Talk about keeping the pressure up is my guess. The pressure is bothering our guards right now. And with Gracie with 3 fouls, I believe that coach wants trying to make it through this third quarter before he has to put her back in. I want her to pick up that 4th foul. Anything else going on that we need to know about? Mr. Roma, anything you can think of, anything new going on? No. I do know that this is the first week we were back to school after break, after a 2-week break.
It feels weird because we didn't go Monday, so I don't feel like it should be Friday yet.
Yeah, and I felt like this week took about 3 weeks. I don't know, but it was it seemed
Very
like
true.
it seems forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like this time last week we were on break. I mean, it just feels like it was a.
Yeah. Very true.
But anyway, we're back and here we are.
Next thing we know, though, it'll be spring break.
Yeah, the season will be over and it'll be spring break and
Getting into
be
baseball
hanging
season.
up a state championship banner or something like that. And
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
the missed shot, letting them play on right there, probably good. They've
Hopefully.
called everything else. Let's just let one go.
I hope we do that, though. That'd be kind of cool. Because I think, if I'm right, aren't they like May 12th? Isn't that the state games? I think that's what
March
someone told
12th
me.
you meant,
March
right?
12th. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I meant. Yeah. March
No,
12th.
it's not that. It'd be a little later than that because the first round is, if we would play the very first game on Tuesday, it would be March 1st. You got me saying May, March 1st.
Yeah.
So it would be a little later than that, but
Mm.
we'll adjust
But-
our plans if we get there. We will all adjust.
I just know that first official baseball practice is March 14th. So,
Yeah, you'd have to miss
I
a
didn't
few of
know.
that.
hey, I think it'd be okay.
Yes, I think so. So Indiana School of Deaf making a nice run here. They've scored 6 in a row, down to a 44-28 game, over the top. And here comes another shot up, and if that one went, that would be. They would get their own rebound though. And ripped out there, and they're going to call another foul. It's going to be side out. It's still not the bonus yet, but both teams are going to be close. The way this is called, I'm surprised neither team's in the bonus, but it's 5-5 fouls. Coach says I didn't feel like he can wait, so he puts Gracie back in the game here with a minute 27. I'm sure he talked to her about trying not to get a foul here. There's the pass out. If she can get open, she's not. But that was going to be a comeback. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Inside to Aiden Smith. She goes opposite to Lauren Cox. Lauren puts up a 3. It's off the mark and rebounded. And here they come in transition. And that's close. Gracie doesn't want to take any chances there. Pass underneath. Oh, just off the mark again by the Orioles, or that would have cut it to 14. Oh, 50. Don't question my math. Both of us aren't. Neither one of us, I don't think, are math wizards here. 30. Well, I'm sorry. About 40 seconds to go here. Inside out again. Over to Gracie. 35 seconds to go. Inside out. High-low action. Up and off the mark. Oh, thrown, stolen by Lauren Cox. And she misses it. And then here comes Indiana School of Deaf in transition, and they pull it out with 15 seconds over to their best player, and she scores a bucket.
Good take.
Sophia Washer, and that, like we just talked about, cuts the lead to 14.
Yep.
Gracie hopefully knows there's 4 seconds left. And she pulls from half court. And almost hit the ceiling, but just misses. So at the end of the third quarter, Indiana School of Deaf makes a nice run and cuts the lead to 14. They scored probably 8 or 10 of the last points there to finish that quarter. So with a minute break here, coach is going to try to talk and rally his troops a little bit about what they need to do different. I would say that you'll probably see some of those girls that had some foul trouble getting back in there pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then, if you're Indiana School of Deaf, you want to keep pushing it and try to get that lob over the top. For some reason, and right around the block has been open, and so we've got to do a better job of covering that backside because our guard pressure's not terrible. It's just not. It's enough that they're able to get the pass all the way from the top to the block. So, as we can see that coaches out here, their coach Amanda Hauser is out there coaching them up and showing them. She's right there on the floor showing them what to do and talking kind of what we were talking about right there on that block.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out. Wes-Del's clinging to that 14-point. You think a 14-point lead's a lot, but you don't want to get in that, game basketball and any sports momentum.
I think, that's what I was about to think, especially right now that they have the momentum of scoring whatever it was, 8 or 10 of the last points right there. I think that's going to give them momentum that they're going to keep pushing on that in this quarter. Maybe make it a good game. See what happens.
Well, there's 8 minutes to go here, and Wes-Del gets the ball. It'd be nice to get a score here, kind of push that lead back out and break this momentum a little bit. Sometimes the best thing can happen is a quarter break. You get a chance to regroup and
maybe
coach
stop the momentum a little bit.
Yeah, coach can set up a little play that he wants to set up. There's inside out, inside to Rachel McLaughlin, tipped away. Kicked out to Jackie. Jackie is up and off the mark. Oh, and off. That's going to be off Gracie, and it's going to be the Orioles ball going the other way. Got a good look, though.
Yeah, we have really good movement on offense right now. We're really working the inside to out there, and it's working really well for us. We're getting pretty good shots out of it.
Shot is long.
Missed
Rebounded, though.
They missed a wire call.
Did they?
That's all right.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's stuff
They
they're
usually
shaking.
don't miss that one.
Yeah.
There's a quick shot by 21, and that's off of Jackie Now's hands. Going to stay here. Still 14-point lead for Wes-Del. The girls' tournament, we were talking about the boys' tournament. The girls' tournament actually is the end of January. So it's coming up here. It's the end of January, first week of February. So it's coming up, too.
Yeah.
Little circle play there. It's going to stay here. Marcy deflects it out of bounds. Running that, a variation of that same play. We'll step through and wasn't able to go. Pushing transition to Jackie, and Jackie says, let's slow it down a little bit. Grace is going to move it around. Pass over to Marcy. Drives it, and it's over the rim. And now here comes the Orioles in transition. They drives it up and just off the back of the rim, but rebounded.
Good rebound.
They missed and pulled out of there by Rachel McLaughlin, but she's on the line. 1 foot on the line there. It's going to be underneath. Let's see what they run here of this set play. A little back cut. Still curl. They're running several of these curl play actions. That's a kick. They'll stay here. Ball inbounded. Wes-Del stays in a one, or I'm sorry, they're man-to-man on that possession. There's a long out of bounds. That's going to stay here. Tipped out of bounds by Grace Gillen. That was a good call. Will be side out. Coach looks like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone here. Doing a nice job of denying it inbounds. Going high-low into their best player again. She misses it. And here comes Wes-Del. High post is wide open. There it is. Kylie's got to be aggressive there and take that one dribble and draw the defense, and then the high-low will be open. Jackie says, I'll shoot it from here, and misses, and it's off the mark, and that's going to be black ball out of bounds. Nice aggressive rebounding try by Kylie, but she got a little bit of arm there, so it's going to be out of bounds. Not in the bonus yet. With 6 minutes, next foul will put us. Well, actually, not. We won't be in the bonus. They'll be in the bonus with one more foul from Wes-Del. The Orioles have 5 fouls. Ooh, that could have almost. She must have kept those toes down. She's even laughing about it. There's a pass around the outside. Oh, tipped off her own feet on the floor, and then Marcy comes up with it. She slows it down. Oh, and then she fouled from behind. Marcy just kind of stopped, and the defender didn't see her. So now both teams' next foul are going to be in the bonus. Nice to see Olivia Washer come back in. She got hurt on that play. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Tony took a look at her and was able to get her back out there.
They must have the board wrong, because I guess that puts us in the one bonus.
Yeah. Must be. So, see if we can keep that free throw shooting. Oh, I jinxed us. Official was clearing that up. What you were just talking about, they were checking to see if that was actually a 7th foul, and it was.
Yeah.
The official book had it as 7 at least. We didn't have it as 7 on the board.
Josh struggling in that.
Wes-Del still, I don't know if anybody scored. Anybody scored this quarter?
Nope.
Not yet. And that's okay as long as Wes-Del keeps that 14-point lead, plays good defense.
Yeah.
You want to try to extend that a little bit here. 5 minutes to go. Inside out. Still into Raven. Underneath. Shots up. No good. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and finishes and scores it. Way to stay with it. 5 minutes to go. Raven scores the first bucket of the quarter. There's a three blocked by Jackie. And then here they come. We're going to be patient on offense. The Orioles are playing the zone, so if you can actually just pull the ball out if you want to. You don't really need to shoot it. You can kind of move the ball as much as you want. Do you feel like you get the shot you want? Marcy said she feels like that's the shot she wanted. This is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here with Wes-Del. 4:30 to go here in the final quarter. Gracie's with the drive, puts it up off the side of the backboard. Kylie gets a rebound. She's got to be aggressive and look to shoot it there, but off to Jackie. Off long rebound, and here come the Orioles in transition. Shot is up and off the mark, rebounded by Raven. Now Gracie's going to walk it up about halfway through this fourth quarter with a 16-point lead.
A little bit of a slow quarter here. 2 points scored the whole time.
Yeah. Like I said, as long as we're defending, that's okay for us.
Yeah.
There's a nice pass. I didn't think
was.
that was going to get there, but nice wraparound pass. Jackie gets it off the kick from rebound from Raven, and it's no good. In transition. There's a long shot off the mark, rebounded by Raven. Kylie thought about being the point guard for a second and decided not to.
Good.
There's over the top pass. Raven's not able to finish, but a nice pass and a great catch. And here comes the Orioles in transition, and they are going to call foul, and that's going to be 1-1 with 3:16 to go. The Orioles will go to the line, and that is Sienna Baird. She's a junior. She's been running the point most of the time for them. You know, one of the things I noticed is they only have a couple seniors on their team, so they'll have a lot of these girls back next year. I'm not sure if this is a one-year deal or if we're going to continue to play, if this is a contract that we've signed for multiple years, but it seems like a good matchup. First one's up and good. Second one is up and also good. So back to that 14-point lead. 3 minutes to go. And now they're going to extend the pressure a little bit and go a little bit of a 1-2-2 and see if they trap. Nice jump stop, inside out. Kick it back out, and you can be patient at this point if you're Wes-Del. Over to Lauren Cox. She passes it over to Stoughton, and it's taken away. Loose ball up and long. And rebounded. You don't want to foul at this point. And here comes the Orioles in transition. Oh, and there's a foul on the arm. They already have them in kind of in trouble there. You don't want to foul and bail them out. 2:43 to go. And both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. Comes Josie. She's back in the game. .243 to go. First one is up and good.
Looks like she's shooting at 53% from the line this year.
Surprising because form
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
Whoa.
I'd think about it, but he figured it out. It was going to be white ball. And Wes-Del will walk it up, I'm guessing. Take their time. Wes-Del has several games coming up on their schedule I feel like that they can do well in. The girls do. And I was looking at their schedule today. Like to see them get on a little roll going into sectional here.
Yeah.
Nice jump stop, Gracie. And then over up. Here comes the Orioles in transition. They're looking to get it up quick. They got to get quick shots up. Rebound. Out to her sister. And that's good for 3.
Yep.
They're only sophomores.
Yeah.
10 points, down to a 10-point lead. So one more stop and one more score, and it's down to single digits. I've seen crazier things happen, believe me, in 28 years of basketball. Gracie's got a long 3. She's and that'll help. 13-point lead now with 1:35 to go. The pass up and then over. Nice look. Just doesn't go in. Rebound by Lauren Cox, and then here comes Grace. Passed into Lauren. Back out to Grace. Grace shoots it, steps in, shoots it, and it's off the mark. But here comes the Orioles in transition. Pass up the top. Ooh. Just missed. About the only one she's missed around the rim. And then fouled on the floor. So that's going to be a 1-1. He's calling 2 shots, so I guess he's calling that. Should be up, but called that shooting foul. 1:08 to go here. And here comes some subs in. They've been sitting there for a while because there wasn't a dead ball for a couple of seconds here. Taylor Williams getting to come in and play a little bit, freshman. And the second one is no good again, but off the foot. It's going to be Wes-Del ball. 1:06 to go here. Again, thanks to Mr. Romine for running the show, Nate Blaylock and Evan Weitzel for what little bit of help they gave.
Yeah.
And good to have you back. I wasn't sure. I didn't talk to you today. I was hoping you'd show up tonight for the game. I figured you would.
Yeah.
Little missed shot. Rebound by Josie. Over the top to Andrea. She drives it, kicks it to Taylor Williams, freshman. She dribbles it, and it's loose ball. Here comes in transition. Up, and the left hand is good.
I'm going to start calling Nate a Sharpie. Kind of reminds me of a Sharpie over there.
Over there with that highlighter?
Yeah, highlighter,
Yeah. Just going to have to keep that dribble because they got the count on, so you can't hold it until it's under 5 seconds. Still got a count going. And that's going to be off of Wes-Del. And that'll be back to 3.8 to go here. I feel pretty comfortable now.
Yeah.
This 11-point lead finally as a coach.
I've never seen anything this crazy.
Here's a pass inside. Shot is up, and they're going to not say it's no good. So that's your final, folks. Wes-Del gets a nice win, a 49-38 win over Indiana School of the Deaf. We'll take just a short break here, and then we'll come back. I think Coach said he was going to send someone up tonight, and I told him to do it that quickly. But he is going to, just because he likes to talk, because that's more than anything. He likes to get in there and talk something. You know how coaches are. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're going to take just a short break, and then we'll be right back with you with hopefully a player interview. do a little wrap up, and then hopefully he'll have somebody on the way. Well, we're back here after a victory, Wes-Del victory by 11 points over Indiana School of the Deaf. It was a nice win for our girls, especially coming out of a break. And, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it a whole lot, but they had a tough game at Tri on the road the other night. So nice to always come back at home and get a win.
Yeah, for sure. I think they played really well coming out of a break tonight.
Yeah, and I felt like obviously anytime you take a little bit of time off, there's a little bit of slippage. But I thought that they played, for the most part, I didn't think they made a lot of mental mistakes. I thought they played well as far as taking care of the ball. In situations, the inside-out game was working well tonight. They attacked the high post against whatever zone they saw. They attacked the high post, and I thought they did a really nice job of moving the ball. So
for sure,
anytime you can get the ball to the inside and then kick it out, you're going to usually get good looks for your shooters. And so I thought we did a nice job with that tonight.
Yeah, they did. Like you said, they did a really nice job of utilizing the end-out, getting it to the high post, easy kickouts to our shooters there.
And I don't have exact stats here to know who the scoring was. I would assume we were led in scoring by Gracie Gillen, who is leading us in scoring this year. I'm not sure what she's at. I know we have that somewhere, but I know that she probably led us in scoring. And then, you talk about Indiana School of the Deaf. I thought that Sophia Washer played really well, and I'm sure she led them for scoring too, and she's going to be a nice player. So
yeah, it looks like Gracie's averaging 17.
So Gracie's right around 17. I would guess, if I had to, that she's probably right around that mark tonight.
Yeah.
I could think of a couple times where we had some nice shots from Gracie, from inside-out shots from Marcy and from Jackie Knott knocking down threes where the ball got to the high post and then quick kicks. And you could tell that we've been taught anytime that ball gets to the high post that you want to kick it opposite or kick it to look opposite, look high, low, and then look opposite. So we do a really nice job of that, and it allows our shooters to get the open shots and have their feet set. And anytime as a shooter you feel like you've got a second to get your feet set and get in your comfort zone and shoot that without any kind of hand in your face, then things usually are going to work well for you. So like I said, we'd like to wait here just for a minute or two to see if Coach comes out or if he sends someone out to talk to us. We won't wait too long on him, but he did mention that he wanted to send someone up to speak tonight. As far as next game goes, next time you'll see the Wes-Del Sports Network on the air will be tomorrow night. That'll be here with a boys varsity JV basketball game. The JV will tip off at 6 o'clock with the varsity to follow at around approximately 7:30-ish with our great announcers, Mr. Charlie Sims and Mr. Hansen, Daniel Hansen. So we'll look forward to that game tomorrow. It should be a good game. Hopefully, you're able to get here in person, but if you can't, we'll have that game for you, and we'll be happy to have those guys do such a good job and broadcast that game for us. Like I said, it's also getting close to county tournament week. That'll be the following week, and we have the girls and boys both getting the bye. Girls will play on Thursday against the winner of, we believe, Yorktown. I know Yorktown's on the bottom. I think it's Cowan. Cowan winner. And the boys will play on Friday night. They'll play the winner of Daleville versus Delta, and that is played at Delta, and that is a 6 o'clock start for the boys game with the obviously game to follow there. Whoever wins comes out of that bottom bracket. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back in person at those county tournaments. I think that's part of the fun, to go on the road and see and play against some of those county tournaments. So Coach must be wanting to talk a little bit longer tonight, so I think we'll just wrap it up from
that's
here.
What your wife said. She said to wrap it up.
Yeah,
we know you listen to her. So.
Yeah, that's true. So that means we're going to wrap it up, and then Coach Giesman can answer to her, because I'm not going to. So anyway, any final thoughts there, Zach, before we say goodbye?
It was a good game.
Yep.
Really good game by us. I think we just got to keep after building on this going into county week.
Good game and good one to build on, and let's hope that the girls, like I said, I feel like they've got some games coming up on their schedule that they can take advantage of, some teams, and get some wins. So for Zach Todd here and executive producer, Mr. Romine, thank you again to Nate and Evan that were running the cameras. We'll see you tomorrow night for boys varsity basketball right here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Peace.